Okay. Session 4. Temperature. How does temperature affect solubility? Well, this one you have some everyday experience with. A solid dissolves quicker at a higher temperature. But what you might think that's not true. Wow, that was a really bad sentence. A solid dissolves quicker at a higher temperature. But the amount of solid that dissolves doesn't always increase. It does for sugar. You can see sugar's line right there. Higher temperature, more sugar dissolves, and that's something that you're familiar with. So you might think that that is true for all substances, and it's not. Now, if you look at this line for KCl. See how it is almost flat. It's not on this graph, which I'm kind of surprised, but sodium chloride, which is something that you are very familiar with. It's also almost flat. Very little change in amount that will dissolve versus temperature. Now you see the two reddish brown lines. Some things are less soluble at an increased temperature. Now, solubility of a gas in a liquid decreases with temperature. And think gas laws. And this helps with this because if you increase temperature, the gas will expand, the bubbles will rise out of solution. Your soda goes flat faster the warmer it is. So, because gases are less soluble at increased temperature, this is important in aquatic life. Because if the water coming into the lake or pond is warmer than it should be, it doesn't hold enough oxygen. And so this is thermal pollution. So, calculation-wise, what might we do with this? We would need to look at a chart, and we would really just be looking at ratios. Kind of hard to be looking at with this, but let's say we had a sugar solution at 40 degrees Celsius. And that we were in 200 grams of water. So 40 degrees Celsius. We're right there. Go over. We're going to say 240 grams of sugar. But the chart gives us per 100 grams of water. So if we want 200 grams of water, well, that means it would be 480 grams of sugar in 200 grams of water. Since we doubled the water, we double the sugar. So now, what happens if we cool it to 0 degrees Celsius? Well, here's 0 degrees Celsius, and we go up and we see 180 grams of sugar in 100 grams of water. So in 200 grams of water, we would have 360 grams of sugar. So that's what's still in solution at 0 degrees. So how much precipitated out of solution? Well, we started with 480, and now we have 360, so 120 grams precipitated out of solution.